Good afternoon, passport holders. Today, April 3rd, 2017, day 885 of the vlogs, and it's a Monday, which means that it is my super busy day, and given the fact that I didn't work at all yesterday because of the move and everything else, yeah. Additionally, worth updating is that as we moved everything out, we were checking for my Apple Watch. It is not in her apartment, so I don't know where or when I lost it. Like, I've taken apart my entire bag, cleared every pocket, so it's not like it just like randomly fell in there. You know, we'll get to do this again in a couple weeks' time when we move her into her new apartment. But it wasn't in any of the drawers, and so I don't know where this thing fell off and where it happened. I mean, kind of weird. As stated, a lot of teams playing their opening day games today, so I've had baseball on in the background, which is kind of a weird thing for me to go all the way full circle again. But I've had a ton of work already get done. I'm going to now take care of Yoga with Adrian's video that was released yesterday. It was captioned by an outsourced captioner. I line leveled it this morning. And then I've got Dan Martell's video from today. At that point, all that I'll have is VaynerMedia work, and a lot of it. 2 daily Vs totaling about 50 minutes. I've got a 15-minute Shira Lazar interview from South by Southwest that I have to do, in addition to the stuff that we already knew about, the 84 minutes on the Vancouver keynote, the hour-long Ask Gary V, 247. So, you know, a lot of that stuff going on today, but I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get most, if not all of it, done. I'll say that my expectation is that I get Daily V 196 and 197 done today. That I'll get Ask Gary V 247 done as well, and then we kind of get into like the zone of like maybe we get all the way through the Vancouver keynote, which I have all the pieces for. Maybe we get through the Shira Lazar piece. Those two, if I don't miss it to get it done today, I'm totally fine with that. That's okay by me. So that's the target. That's what I'm doing, guys. And I'm just gonna jump back on that treadmill desk and keep working. Hope you guys are having a good one. Let's get this one started. Shortly after 3:45 now, and had a video unexpectedly come through from one of my smaller channels, and they've sent actually an email to like let me know like, hey, can we get this done as soon as possible? I think they're doing some kind of promotion. So I did that one. Got Dan's all transcribed, ready to go for a final review, and so that'll get handled when I get back to the apartment, which then will put me firmly into the position where I will have nothing but VaynerMedia stuff the rest of the way, because all the channels that post today or normally post today have done so, and they've all been returned. Clintus is the only other one that's, I guess, technically in the mix, but I'm not too worried about it. It's a gorgeous day out here though, and so I just was like, okay, I'll take 20 minutes, go walk in the sun, instead of just walking on the treadmill desk, which I'm already approaching. I think it's like 8,000 steps today. So kind of one of those things where it is what it is. We'll get through all the work today. Hopefully tomorrow I can finish the documentation, and then that gets me to a very different spot where the video editors are going to be responsible for the shorties at VaynerMedia, and I'm going to have a lot more time to kind of figure out what I think the next best move is, and that may just be immediately taking a little bit of time to figure out what I actually want, because right now with the business and where it's at, it's not providing me the best of experiences financially and work-life balance-wise. So kind of on the fence about what I want to do. But I've just turned the corner here, and that means you guys are staring directly into the sun. So I'm going to end this clip. All right, guys, another hour and a half, I think it was, all things said and done. It's currently approaching 6 p.m. I received an email from the people that I spoke with 2 weeks ago about like their new show that they're launching. It's actually a big like online talk show that's going into kind of its first trial run, 6-episode run kind of thing. I actually heard back from them, and it looks like they're going to be making a decision whether or not to move forward with me doing the captioning for them or not for this initial piece, which would be great. I would love to have that business, and hopefully the show does really well, and as a result they end up, you know, doing a bunch more. Clintus's episode just was returned to me about a half hour ago, and so I did the final review on that after doing the line leveling and formatting, all that good fun. Dan's is done as well. I've got halfway through a transcription phase for Daily V 197. I wanted to try and get that all transcribed, and then I saw that Clintus's file came back, and I was like, oh, let me just do that, so that way the only channel that I'm behind on tonight is Gary's. So I'm going to start to do all that fun stuff. I'm going to break for dinner, and I'm going to watch the start of the basketball game. If it's any good, I might sit for the entirety of it, because I'm just super hungry today. Like, I don't know if it was the stress or, the fact that I was drinking this weekend, but like I did not eat a lot of food, and all of a sudden, like, it hit me. And I think that's part of the reason why I was so tired yesterday. And so now it's like I can't put enough in. So I've been snacking throughout the day. Anytime I walk away from a computer, it's literally to either go grab that water bottle, which I have drained, I think, 5 different times now today. So rehydrating after this weekend's activities, and then to grab food. Like, that's like just constantly been putting stuff in my face. So I'm gonna start with some chips and salsa, and then I may move on to a pizza and see kind of how I feel with this game. I mean, obviously I could watch the start of the Angels season, which is starting at 7 p.m. But I think that if I just watch the first half of this basketball game and get a feel, that's going to be a good enough break for me to then come back in and do a bunch of other stuff, like the Daily V stuff, like the Ask Gary V episode, like the Vancouver keynote. Like I said, if I can get most of that done, I'll be pretty happy with the productivity of the day. All things said and done already today, I am at like 5.5, 6 hours in on the, well, let's be exact here because I have the data. It's 5 hours and 33 minutes in my workday already, and that's because I did not want to wake up this morning, and so I did not. So I'm going to try and make that up on the night session tonight, which I suspect that I'll probably work for another 4 or 5 hours. My drop dead time, though, is 1 a.m. I'm not going to let myself screw up my sleep schedule all week for one day, and so that'll be the plan. All right, guys, I continued to work during, like, I guess it would be like the first half of the second half, so minutes 20 through 10 of the basketball game. And then I watched the final 10 minutes because it was a national championship, and it was a good game. Congratulations to North Carolina and their 6th championship, I believe it is. So big news for them. I am exhausted, though. Like, there were moments there with like 3 or 4 minutes left that I like laid down on my couch and I felt myself like almost go to sleep, and I fought it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pull my contacts. I'm going to work from bed as long as I possibly can, although I'm not expecting to work super late into the night because I'm working on such short sleep today. So that is the target. I'm going to try and, ideally, I would love to get 2 videos done. But I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm going to be completely honest. So I think that what I'm going to end up doing is I'll do one that I can guarantee get it done out the door. I've already thrown up one of the videos that I wanted to do actually to the outsourced captioner, so that will get handled overnight in all likelihood. So hopefully that gets done. I get that back. That will help me get back on track. I've got this 35-minute episode, though, of Daily V that really is scaring me. I've obviously still got this 60-minute or 51-minute Ask Gary V 247, which I haven't gotten finished. The Vancouver keynote, hour and a half long, haven't gotten that done. So I'm going to be behind the 8 ball today, and I just know that. Like, I'll get what I can done, and that'll be that. But I also thank you so much for your time and your attention. As always, I appreciate them both. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.